up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Meg, and today I'm going to be doing eye swatches, a review, and a tutorial using the Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne Collection. Alright, you guys, so Kristen Leanne here on YouTube was lucky enough to pair up with Urban Decay, and they put out an entire collection, and I'm so jealous. Urban Decay is honestly like my favorite brand, of all time. I'm obsessed with their shadows. The very first eyeshadow, like high-end eyeshadow palette I bought was the Ammo palette by them, and I just kind of like fell in love since. They were always different. They always used vibrant colors. 15th anniversary palette is probably my favorite palette that I have by them. And I also love watching Kristen's videos. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, and I love that she's not afraid of using color. I feel like back in the day, like Nikki Tutorials did a lot of colorful eye looks. X Sparkage was the queen of colorful eye looks. And today I feel like not that many people are using bright colors in their makeup, myself included. I love doing more editorial looks and colorful looks. I don't know, I need to get into them more, and I've been so inspired by color lately. I'm so excited to have the Kaleidoscope palette. One thing I want to talk about is the layout of this palette. I think that is what most people have been chattering about. To be honest, when I saw it, I thought it was okay. Like the layout didn't irk me severely like other people. But once I saw Kristen's video in the swatches of this palette and saw how amazing it was, I knew I had to get it because I was kind of scarred from the Naked Heat palette. So I was kind of nervous about it, but I have to say, I'm just so excited to get into this palette and share with you guys my thoughts. My only complaint with the layout of this palette is Leo and Brixton. They're two shadows in the same pan, and it's kind of difficult, getting your brush and not mixing them up. It'll be hard to keep them divided. I think it could get messy over time. So my complaint is that these aren't two separate holders, and I do wish that they were bigger. So that's the only complaint that I have regarding the layout. And I also have the DayDream palette to show you guys. I didn't pick up the highlighter palette or the lipsticks because I'm not much of a lip person. I wear nudes, nude lipstick pretty much in every video that I do. And the highlighter palette, it was $34, and for me, I just couldn't justify spending the money on it just for one shade that would work for my skin tone. It looks amazing. It looks like it's that wet highlighter look. It looks beautiful. But I just didn't want to spend the money on it because I knew I knew I wouldn't get my money's worth out of it. Although for 3 highlights that size, $34 is not a bad deal. And of course you can use the other shades as eyeshadows, but for me it just wasn't worth spending that money on. However, I was able to use my discount code at Ulta. I got 20% off, so I got both of these palettes for the price of $50, which is the price of one palette. So I just want to go over really fast. The Kaleidoscope Dream palette retails for $39, and then the DayDream palette is $26. So yeah, if you like to see how I got this eye makeup look, and if you want to see how these shadows swatch on the eyes, you are in the right place, and we will get right into that. So here is come on, you can do it. There you go. So here is the DayDream palette. The packaging is in this see-through pinky plastic, which I think is super cute. And then on the back, it has all the shadows and what you're getting in the palette. Once you take it out of the packaging, you have this. And I absolutely love this. I remember Kristen saying that they use frosting for the background on this, which is absolutely adorable. And it makes me, oops, hungry for cake. The brush just fell out, but this is what the inside of the palette looks like. I think that the inside of this is gorgeous. It matches the outside really well, and I just love how whimsical and girly the inside of the packaging is. And here are the 5 matte shadows. On Urban Decay's website, they list the shadows as every shade having a velvety texture, rich color, serious staying power, and blendability. So here is a brush that comes in the Daydreamer palette, and it's so cute because in the mirror it says Stay Gold, and it also says it on the brush. But this is a little blending brush and shader brush it came with. Just to show you guys size comparison, this is the size brush that comes in most Urban Decay palettes. So So the one in here is a little bit smaller, which, I mean, I don't really mind that. So what I like to do for shadow swatching is that I put my base down, which is concealer, and I put setting powder on top of that. And I'm going to put probably 2 shadows per eye, just to save my eyes like from tugging and pulling. And I like showing you guys what shadows actually perform like, rather than just doing a swatch on my arm. So the first color is Lucy, which is the highlight shade in this palette. So I'm going to use the shader side of the brush, and this packs on like so nicely. And as you could tell when I was tapping, there like really wasn't that much fallout. Ooh, this is like a really nice bone ivory shade. I really like it. I doubt it's going to pick up on camera, but it looks really, really nice. A lot of palettes I find are missing like a bone ivory matte shadow. Like the Jaclyn Hill palette, it's missing a color like this. This is so nice. Lucy is an ivory matte shadow. Right, so I'm a fan, so 3 shadows are gonna go on this lid. So next is DayDream. DayDream is a soft nude matte shadow. This is like the perfect transition shade for my skin tone. 1212 is a soft peach matte. Subscribe is a warm nude matte. And 8 is a rich warm brown matte shadow. Alright you guys, I'm impressed. And then just so you guys can see, this is the fallout on the shadows after using it. So these shadows are really soft, but I didn't think that that was like any sort of crazy amount of fallout or anything. So off the bat, my first impressions is that I'm like so impressed by this palette. I got this and I was honestly on the fence. I'm like, I don't know, maybe like I'll try it out and then end up returning it. But I freaking love it. I think that I was kind of scorned a little bit by the Naked Heat palette. I do have a review, so yeah, I mean, it's shameless self-promo. You could click the link up there. But with the Naked Heat palette, I just felt like they were patchy, like they didn't blend out really nice. Like, oh my goodness, like these 2 brown colors right here are absolutely amazing. They blended out, like I had to put no effort into blending. Like it was amazing. I love this ivory shade. This shade is gorgeous. And then I'm also really love, like I love this little palette. I'm so surprised, like I didn't think I was gonna like it that much. Like nothing against Kristen or Urban Decay or anything. I just didn't think that I was gonna be like so blown away by like a palette with 5 matte shadows in it, but here I am, so surprised. And then again, this retails for $26. I think it's well worth the $26, just saying. Alright you guys, so here it is, the Kaleidoscope DayDream palette, and again it comes in this clear pink casing. And then also on the back, again, it has a layout of the palette, and then it shows you what kind of brush you're getting inside the palette. I am super like obsessed with the packaging on this. I can't remember what she said they used for this palette. I want to say nail polish, but the inside is supposed to have jellyfish, which is like so cool. And then here is the layout. You get a really nice full-size mirror. And then again, you get another brush. And yeah, these shadows look so gorgeous. So just to do a comparison, it is about the same size as a brush from the DayDream matte palette. But again, to show you guys, this is a brush from the Naked Heat palette. So it's definitely smaller. Like the brushes are smaller than what you get here. But I'm wondering if the price point had something to do with it. And as you guys can see, you typically get like a flat shader brush and then a blending brush in this. And it looks like this, instead of being flat, is like a round pencil brush. So I'm so excited to have a double-ended round brush. So this palette features 11 vibrant shades, including a uniquely shifty yellow, vivid brights, and an out-of-this-world split-pan duo tone. Each shade is named after something close to Kristen's heart, like LCW, a nod to her favorite song, Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress, by the Hollies, 13th Floor, one of her favorite Twilight Zone episodes. Each shade has a velvety texture, rich color, serious staying powder, and blendability. The only thing that's off with my palette is that Spitfire isn't perfectly in the pan, so I'm betting that something got like moved around during the shipment or something like that. Let's go ahead and swatch these shadows. Spitfire is a bright pink satin with a purple shift. So if I'm being honest right off the bat, my camera is not doing these shadows justice. Like in person, this Spitfire color is like so like full of pigment with purple and magenta, and you can see the shifting in it. Like in person, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Stay Gold is a metallic yellow gold shadow. Tagine is a orange matte shadow. LCW is a metallic teal blue shadow. TRM is a metallic deep navy blue. Leo is a holographic green pearl shift. Again, the camera is not picking this up, but holy moly, this Leo shade is amazing. Like, let me see. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it more in the finger swatch, like the different duochrome that it is giving off, but like, wow, I'm so impressed. Ooh, yeah. And then that looks so nice on top of the other shadow. Wow. And this definitely has more of a red tone in it. And Brixton is a holographic red green pearl shift. Lime Time is a metallic neon green. 13th Floor is a black matte. Dye is a violet satin shadow. And Corona is a metallic soft bronze with a gold shimmer. Alright, you guys, so I definitely have some thoughts. I didn't quite clean this eye yet because I wanted to talk about the black shadow. By the way, I know like my eye swatches are horrible and like they don't look anything amazing, like they're not meant to. It's literally just to show you guys like quickly how the shadow works, how it blends out, blah blah blah. And this black shadow is so nice. Like, Blackout is my all-time favorite shadow from Urban Decay because it's pretty much the only black shadow that's actually pigmented. What I like about 13th Floor is that not only is it super pigmented, it blends out nicely. So you guys don't need to be like super afraid of this black shadow. And then also like Lime Time, like I'm living for it. Like I'm about to do a tutorial using Lime Time. And yeah, I'm like so impressed with these shadows so far, and let's roll into the tutorial. Alright you guys, so I have the rest of my face on. Don't mind my nose, my skin is super dry and like my foundation was not wanting to stick to my nose. So don't mind that in the close-up shots. But from the palette today, I'm like so inspired to use the orange and green. So what I'm planning on doing is taking the Stay Gold color. I'm going to use this like as a transition shade. And then I'm going to do like a halo eye. So I'm going to take Tagine on the inner and outer parts of my crease. And then in the middle, in my lids, and then in the middle of my lid and crease, I'm gonna put Lime Time. And then from there, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do for the lower lash line, but that's what we're starting with. Does anybody else just like love smoothies? I made a peanut butter jelly smoothie. So good. So I've been doing this thing today where I keep zooming in and then forgetting to hit record. So what I did with Lime Time was that I just opened my eyes like straight forward and then I just marked right above the crease. So when my eyes are open and looking straight ahead, you can still see some of the lime peeking out. And then what I did was just like blend in the edges with the tagine. And then now I'm about to spray my brush to make the lime more intense and fill in the center. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Leo because that's the one with the green shift, and I just want to put that on the center of my eye. Can I help you? I wish you guys could see my dog is like straight up like creeping on me right now. All right. So just right through the center for a little something. Like again, like it's like bothersome that these don't pick up on camera like how they are in real life. It makes me really sad. So I'm just putting that through the center. It's gonna add some more light to the center of the eye. All right, so for the lower lash line, what I think I'm going to do, I saw Kristen do a look where she put Spitfire like right in the center of her eye. So what I think I'm gonna do is use Corona on, like again, like Maca Halo eye again with Corona, and I'm gonna put Spitfire in the middle and we'll see how that works. So now I'm just gonna add a little bit of Stay Gold to my inner corner. And I didn't clean off my brush super well, so there's still like a hint of the lime in there, which I purposely did. And then now I'm just gonna take a teensy bit of Brixton and just put it right through my brow bone. So now I'm just going to finish up my eyes and I will be right back. So here is the finished look and I am obsessed with how this turned out. I absolutely love it. I did use a little bit of 13th Floor. I just put it really close to my lashes just to make my lash line look a little bit thicker, but I am like so hyped over the colors in this palette and it took little to no effort. Everything was so easy. I didn't get frustrated once doing my eye makeup today. So I am just so like pleasantly, like now that I'm pleasantly surprised, I'm just like so happy that everything turned out how I thought it would. I was really nervous about getting this after the Naked Heat palette because like I mentioned earlier, like I wasn't the biggest fan of it and I don't really find myself reaching towards it, but I'm just so happy that I got this palette. And then also the DayDream palette, I think that that's going to be like another like automatic favorite of mine. So I'm just so proud of Kristen and congrats to them and Urban Decay. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this collection. I would really love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye guys.